Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I want to talk about my latest purchase, which is the 116610LV Submariner, otherwise known as the Hulk, the green Submariner, the green bezel. And I will say, in full disclosure, I'm totally in the honeymoon phase. My eyes are seeing green everywhere I go. So take whatever I say with a little bit of a grain of salt because I'm real biased right now. And it has not left my wrist since I purchased it almost a week ago. It's not quite been a week. I purchased this on St. Patrick's Day, which is pretty cool, pretty fitting, right? Buying a green watch on the day that everybody likes to wear green, St. Patrick's Day. And the other day, I tried to put on my GMT Master 2. I tried to put on my Air King, and they each lasted about 30 seconds. I just was not ready to take off the Submariner. So I will do a full review. That's not this video. I've got to get out of the honeymoon phase. I got to take my green colored sunglasses off and experience the watch. Love it, wear it, scratch it, know what the good things are, the stupid things are, and be able to adequately express that to you guys without being overly biased or anything. So those videos will come, the review, the comparisons, all that stuff. But I want to kind of talk a little bit about the model in general, my first impressions, the buying experience, and where the model goes in the future. Now, I've gotten some questions about this. Well, the first one was, what did I pay? How long was the wait? I paid full price, so retail price is $9,350. And with my local tax here in Utah, in Salt Lake City specifically, I paid just over $10,000 after all the taxes were worked in. Did I get a discount? No, and you will not get a discount on a sub new. You won't get a discount basically on any sports Rolex. You could probably finagle a little bit on some of the less popular precious metal models or ladies models, but even then, you're likely going to be paying full retail price. So I paid $10,000 here roughly, and that's quite a lot of money for a steel sports watch. Could I get a complicated German-made masterpiece from Glashütte or from Switzerland, from JLC, the watchmaker's watchmaker? Oh yeah, absolutely. Could I buy an Omega, a Moon watch, or a Seamaster in a Zenith or something, and get some mix of awesome watches for the same price that I purchased this one for? Yeah, absolutely. And there are a lot of guys that like to go that route. How long did I wait? Well, I asked my authorized dealer in July of 2019, I said, hey, I know it's a really hard to get model. You probably have a list a mile long of guys wanting the Hulk, just like they want the Pepsi and the Sky Dweller and all the other popular models, the Daytona. But I said, hey, I'd love a Hulk if you're able to get me one. And my authorized dealer was super kind, very upfront, very honest. And they said, we'll do our best. Likely, it's going to be at least 6 months, maybe up to a year. I ended up waiting 8 months for mine, and I'm just super happy, super excited about this. Again, right in the middle of the honeymoon phase. Now, what came with the watch? Did I get the shipping container, the plastic little box? Did I get the stickers, the bezel protector, all that stuff? I know there's guys that say, hey, when you're spending however many thousands of dollars on a watch, you get everything. You own the stickers, you own the plastic shipping container, the cardboard box, the hang tags, everything, right? Extra links and stuff. No, so I did not get the shipping container. I didn't get the cardboard box. I did not get the stickers. Actually, my authorized dealer took off all the stickers before I got to the store. And that's standard procedure. That is something that discourages people from going in, getting their hands on a Rolex and then turning around and pumping it into the secondary market for an easy few $1,000s. It discourages flippers. Rolex, they do not, under any circumstance, want their watches, their brand new desirable sports pieces, especially the really popular ones like the Hulk, to get into the gray market and get to scalpers and dealers that just want a quick buck and try to take advantage of the high demand, the high popularity of the model. So that's one of the ways that Rolex discourages that is taking off all the stickers. I don't really care. I know some guys, that's a deal breaker. They'll say, I want everything. I want the plastic. I want the sticker. And if you're not going to give it to me, I'm walking out the door and I'm going to go buy an Omega and a Zenith. And hey, if you're in that camp, I don't judge you. I don't care. No skin off my nose. It's not a big deal to me. Although if I'm honest, I would like to keep the sticker at least on the center portion of the clasp for a little bit, because I found that that's the place on my watches where I first start seeing signs of wear, little hairlines, little marks. It's not a deal breaker because I wear my watches get scratched. Let me show you my GMT Master 2. This is only about a couple years old and it's kind of beat up, right? My Air King is not as bad. Obviously, I've had this since August, so I wear my watches. Eventually, they are going to get scratched. It's not the end of the world. These are sport watches. They're intended to be used camping and fishing and hiking and, you know, any activity, scuba diving if you're into that, going to the beach, going to the boardroom, right? These watches, they're made to be worn, loved, and used, and signs of use are inevitable. So although I kind of like the sticker there on the clasp, not a big deal. Eventually scratches will happen. So what else happened at the authorized dealer? I had a great experience. My store is very friendly. It's a beautiful store. They did offer me water, right, or a beverage. They know I don't drink alcohol, so they didn't offer me the champagne or anything like that. But it's a very fun experience to go to an authorized dealer and put your own name on the warranty card. I got to sign my warranty card. It's very particular how it's signed, but I wanted my handwriting on it, as stupid as that sounds. They let me do that. They let me swipe the warranty card into their iPad, activate it. They do take a photocopy of the signed warranty card. Again, Rolex does not want their watches going into the gray market. So that's also one of the ways that they can keep track of the various serial numbers, who buys them, when they were bought, whose name's on the warranty card, all that stuff. Let's see, what else? They sized up the watch for me there. We set the time. I did, for the first time in a while, have to take out a link because I've been losing a little bit of weight. So that was pretty cool. I've got a long way to go, but I've got a great fit here. It might be just a tad loose here very soon. And I need to remeasure my wrists because they're probably a little bit smaller than what I've been stating in recent videos. But I'm happy with the watch. I mean, I couldn't be happier with it. Now let me give you the bezel action here. I'm going to hold it right up to the microphone. Whew. Oh, isn't that perfection? As my friend John would say, that sounds like a fly reel, right? You're fishing. It's awesome. Rolex bezels, I think they're the best, right? You look at Tudor, you look at the Pelagos, you look at the Black Bay. I don't think those can be beat for the price point. They're better than Omega. They're better than Breitling. They're better than IWC. They're better than Monta. They're better than most of the common brands. The Rolex, man, for this price point, they're nicer than the Tudors. And I would say they're nicer than Blancpain. They're nicer than Panerai. They're nicer than all the other divers that are right around that $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 price point. So give you guys one more listen here. Oh man, that's just butter smooth, loud, clicky. Not a nicer feeling bezel out there. Now, where do we go from here, right? What is Rolex going to be doing in the near future? I have some sources, guys. I have some hookups, some contacts. I'm not going to divulge them. I have multiple ones. And I think that's important. So the things you hear from one, you want to be confirmed from a separate source. And the things that they told me last year about the GMT Master 2, they absolutely came true, right? The things they're telling me this year have to do with the Submariner. So it's very likely that Rolex is going to be updating the Sub and putting that 32-35 movement inside, maybe tweaking the case shape, maybe offering a different size. There's going to be some fun changes, and we probably won't hear exactly what those will be until the time that they were originally planning on announcing them at Basel, which is at the end of April, early May of this year of 2020. So I don't think we'll see any announcements at least until that time frame, maybe a little bit after that. But I am really looking forward to the changes. How is that going to affect my purchase, the Submariner, you might be saying, Bruce, if you know the sub's getting changed, why don't you just wait? Excuse me, get the new sub, get the 3235 movement. Why buy the 3135? Well, that's a good question. The 3235 is fantastic. I've talked to the watchmaker that is Rolex certified, that's on site at my authorized dealer, and he's shown me a disassembled movement. He's told me about some of the little things that you don't hear about in the marketing. The way Rolex is now machining their gears, how they fit together, how they have this curved profile that the tolerances are insane. And it just is so difficult for a faker, for a replica, to try to emulate, right? Or simulate. So they're doing things that are really nice. Specs wise, the 3235 is superior to the 3135, and I'm not going to dispute that. I can love the 3235, and at the same time, the 3135 is a heck of a movement. It's been around a long time. It's been the workhorse, the go-to movement for Rolex for a three-hand with a date for years. And it's basically, as far as it can be perfected, it has been perfected. So it's no slouch. It's anti-magnetic, it's super accurate, has great positional variance, excellent shock protection. I'm not going to be fussed having a 3135 because maybe down the line I'll get another Rolex that'll have a 32 movement. That certainly could be the case. So the 3135 is awesome. Mine has been crazy accurate over this past week. I have not had to adjust it. It's still running 1 second off from the atomic clock. So I'm really excited about that. Overall, guys, I'm just over the moon. I think values on this, will go up. They will go up. I know right now is kind of a delicate time with the viral thing being passed around and all of that, the uncertainty with the markets. But in the long term, a sub is an awesome purchase, especially with it being tweaked here very, very soon, this year, 2020. And who knows, maybe the sub, maybe the green color, maybe the Hulk will only be available in precious metal. That's something that I've heard rumored from a few people. That could be the case. And if that is the case, what's already a very desirable, hard to come by popular model is going to be even more hard to come by and desirable, and probably more valuable, and maybe might even approach just silly prices. So I'm excited to see what happens here in the next couple months. I'm just loving wearing the watch. I'll close you guys out with some wrist shots, some shots in different lights. This is one of the most dynamic pieces that I've ever owned. Sometimes it looks black. Sometimes you see the very fine strands of the sunburst texture, the various hues of vibrant, verdant green, everything from deep forest to the brighter, more vivid blue, not blue, green of the bezel. So it's quite a looker. It's quite a stunning piece. So I'll leave you with some wrist shots of that. I'm excited. I'm going to wear it. Reviews are coming. Comparisons are coming. More information hopefully will be coming very soon about the changes to the Rolex lineup, specifically the Submariner. And I've also heard rumors that they're going to be axing the Air King. So I guess we'll see what happens there. Let me know if you have questions. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.